Welcome to the NC 500 road trip, episode 2. In this episode, I get a little bit excited to be stuck in some traffic. We've got about 9 bikes behind us, it's like the fucking military moving in. Danny becomes a nature expert.
A seal move, it's like a worm, innit?
No, it's like a seal.
It moves like a worm.
No, it's a seal.
And my social side comes out.
I'm not a waver. I don't understand why you wave. I don't know you.
Morning!
Morning.
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 Good morning.
Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Stained up the windows.
Oh, I was going to touch your window.
Don't fucking touch them. So I'm waiting for the biggest camper I've ever seen to get out and finish filling his water up. And hopefully this rain stays off, because it has been raining a little bit and it seems to have stopped now. Then we can start the little journey. But I want to get a nice bit of drone footage as I drive across this like bridgey thing.
I'm feeling like a hummingbird.
So after starting the day in the beautiful Tongue, we make our way west across the north coast. The views on these roads were some of the best I'd ever seen. It didn't take long for us to get stuck behind some other camper vans, but this time I really didn't mind.
Just bikers casually taking the whole fucking parking spot up.
Springs in bloom. Springs in bloom.
This is exactly what I was hoping for when we chose to do the NC 500. These are the roads that I was expecting. These views everywhere are just fucking bangers after bangers. Every corner you go around, it just looks even better. And I might sound a little bit like Ali G, giving it the whole West Coast is the best crack the whole time, but it just is. Like, this is just fucking better. Just skip the east stuff. Yes, there's a couple of really nice views you'll miss, but you're driving through constant beautiful views over this side. You're not there, the greyest of grey housing estates for miles upon miles. Fuck that off. Just miss it. Do this bit instead. The view.
Brand new.
So in a little convoy as well, normally I hear things stuck behind stuff, but there's this camper van, what was in the campsite where we were last night, and it's just a bus with, like, it's massive. So everyone's stopping. So we've got about 9 bikes behind us. It's like the fucking military moving in. Move, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way! That's how I feel today. Everyone's stopping for us. Even fucking pedal bikes. Ooh, thank you! That's what it's been like. What a fucking belter. Thanks, Frida. Cheers, pedal. Fucking coming on through.
Springs in bloom. Springs in bloom.
Well, I won't point up there. I wish I got the drone out back down there now.
Brand new. Colors like I haven't seen.
Now this is Sango Sands Beach. It's a very, very, very pretty beach and well worth the visit. There's also turns out to be a campsite right on the edge of the cliffs, which I didn't know about, because to be fair, if I did, I definitely would have booked and stayed there. What a stunning spot this was.
Right now, it's never felt quite like this. The rush, the rise, the climb. Oh, right now I feel alive. 'Cause every moment here is a gift. It's never felt quite like this.
Sloanes, eh?
It's beautiful out there. It's rugged, I think is the word. So we're at Sango Beach, I think it is. Sango Sands. Sounds as amazing as it is. It's stunning. Just probably showed you some drone footage, which was also stunning. But we're going to take the dogs for a little moochie. Beautiful here. I love it. I just feel better. Do you feel better? I do. I feel better.
Look at the...
Are you ready
Yeah.
for this dangerous river crossing stunt? Rupert, you ready? Go. Hey! Well, that was one of the best views we've seen so far. Second best, I would say. Best beach we've seen by a mile. But it was beautiful here, well worth a stop.
After a little walk, we pushed on further west. It didn't take long for us to find something else to complain about.
Many people when I'm driving past in camper vans and that, they wave. I'm not a waver. I don't understand why you wave. I don't know you. You've got a big like motorhome thing. It's not even like we've got the same kind of van and we've got like a common ground. I don't know why it happens. When I see a nice modified sort of camper van, something I like, I'll give them the nod, which generally looks like a... But I'm not gonna wave at people. They all do it and I don't understand. I just don't get it. It's not for me, that.
I'm dancing in poetry in shades of blue, shades of blue. No words can ever quite explain what emotions do, like the feelings do. Right now, feeling something. Right now, it's never felt quite like this.
Once we'd finished up staring at the bridge, we made a huge mistake. We followed the NC 500 signposts west.
So the roads are that narrow here, and the scenery when you stop and let people through, which is the only time you can enjoy it because you're busy struggling to get up hills and to make enough space for other people to squeeze past, and stopping for fucking knobheads on pedal bikes that'll not get out your way. I would personally just skip this bit. When you come over that nice bridge that I'll have recently showed you videos of, you can turn right and it tells you to for the NC 500 for this road, but in all fairness, just drive past that and head a bit more inland and do the more direct route, because yeah, fair enough, there's mountains in the background and it does look pretty, but you cannot relax, you cannot sort of stop or drive slow to enjoy the views, because the roads are just... Well, there was absolutely fucking nothing enjoyable about that drive for about the last half hour. We've just been trying to squeeze through little gaps. It wasn't fun, to be honest. But we're here at the campsite now. Ruffy, come on then. Oh boy. Some more absolute banging views up on this west coast. Not that you'll see them because I've got my little lens on without a zoom, but over that way you can just see absolutely beautiful mountain ranges, another white sand beach, more turquoisey water, lovely.
Quite like this. The rush, the rise, the climb.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the chile? Mm-hmm. For the chile.
Oh, it's hot.
For the chile.
Hot, hot.
Chile. How was it for the chile?
It looks up there with one of the top chilies made yet.
We kind of put kidney beans in though, because she doesn't like them.
The next morning we picked up exactly where we'd left off. I was in a fantastic mood, and to make things even better, we found ourselves immediately thrown back onto more narrow roads, which I was extremely happy about.
Thank fuck for that. We've had another maybe 20 minutes of driving on that shitty one single track fucking road. Just miss that bit of the NC 500 and get back to the normal bits, because that's not fun for anyone. Maybe it's motorbikes if no one else was on the road ever, but other than that, it's fucking horrible. So that started us off in a fucking bad mood this morning. Now we're going to Ullapool and better be fucking good.
Back half of the weekend.
We're in Ullapool and the view coming over the hill, that was absolutely bloody fantastic. We're hungry, well I'm hungry, and we need diesel. we've only got 45 miles worth of range, and based on how few and far between the petrol stations have been, we're best to fill up, because I didn't want Danny to have to push us in this. And the weather's a bit shit. Well, it's actually alright here, but the weather everywhere else has been shit, so we're just going to probably find somewhere that we're going to sit in and kill a bit of time, because the forecast looks like it gets a little bit better later on.
But look at the sun.
The living room light pours in.
We're going on the hunt for some food in Ullapool.
I can almost slow down my breathing.
Food. Evening. She sniffed out a cake shop.
All the work starts again.
Dogs are joking.
Do you know why? It's obviously I'm holding the ball up to them, so I wonder whether it goes down the wrong way.
Dogs are quite clearly choking in the background. Just our food in Ullapool. Been to Tesco's, bought some more beer, some more donuts and things. Ready to drive. I need some more petroleum or diesel. So we've got about another hour and 45 minutes, I think, to the campsite. Weather is still a bit rainy and drizzly.
Again. Listen to the birds in the treetops.
The scenery along this coastline has just been amazing again, to be fair. Very much driving, not much to sort of stop and see, you just driving through it, but it is gorgeous. So see if we can spot these little seals, eh?
Past my window ledge. I don't understand the language, no, but I like the sentiment. They're singing calm.
Oh, some little seals.
Oh.
I didn't want to get too close with the drone though, because David Attenborough can't off it.
Not for stressing out the wildlife.
So now I'm going to have another little tinkle and then ready to press on. Hello. Motorhome and Camper Club. We are here. I'm tired as a fucking duckbill platypus. I was busy filming seals today.
Well, odd looking.
There was a seal like, that's what a fucking seal looks like.
No, I've never actually seen a seal move. It's like a worm, innit?
No, it's like a seal.
It moves like a worm.
No, it's a seal. You cracker. What's the weather like tomorrow?
It doesn't look so nice tomorrow. Down to 8 degrees and raining.
Sake. What's the weather like in Applecross tomorrow?
Some bad weather coming up tomorrow. Down to 9
Of course the
degrees and
fucking
raining.
is. What's the weather like in Aviemore tomorrow though?
Some bad weather coming up tomorrow.
Fuck's
Down to
sake.
7 degrees and raining.
Fucking typical Scottish weather.
The next morning, the weather got even worse.
raining.
Everything was covered in mist, low cloud and rain. We had made the decision to skip Applecross and head inland to Aviemore, where we were going to spend a couple of days anyway.
Now we've just arrived in Aviemore from finishing the NC 500. Let's do some clay pigeon shooting. Don't judge us. But you haven't even tried it. Not that I set myself high standards or anything, but I better be fucking good at this. Do you reckon I will be? Do you think you will be?
I'll be slightly better than you.
Not sure.
This is a really good time of year.
Whenever we come to Aviemore, the only place we ever want to stay is camping in the forest, Glenmore camping in the forest, whichever way around it's pronounced. We love this site. You can literally walk straight from your camper van through a little bit of trees, straight onto a lot more, like, and there's just endless amount of paths and routes that you can take on your bike, with the dogs, without the dogs, for a little hike. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Together we could see where the road will lead.
the end of this fantastic week-long road trip where we've done the NC 500, then headed across to our favourite place, which is Aviemore, and had a couple of days here. And it's took us 2 days of just sort of chilling. We've done a nice walk today to try and come up with essentially what I think of the NC 500. So the first problem with the NC 500 realistically is the roads. These roads are designed for, at best, local traffic with the occasional tourists, maybe on motorbikes or something like that. Motorbikes, that's probably what it's there for. Not for camper vans, definitely not for big motorhomes. It's just not cut out for that, and the fact that they've kind of signposted it draws a lot of tourism there, which is great, but the infrastructure just isn't cut out for even the number of tourists that were there in May when we came, never mind September. What I would personally suggest, if you're not massively confident driving a camper van that you might have rented or something like that, or you're a bit undecided with the NC 500 and it's a big sort of commitment to come all the way up here and go all the way around, probably don't. For me, if you head through Glasgow, through Glencoe, up through Fort William, across past the Glenfinnan Viaduct, all the way to Mallaig, stay a night over there where the beaches are, it's beautiful, get a ferry across the Isle of Skye, do a little tour of the Isle of Skye, come back. If I was to recommend anything, that's what I'd do. Glencoe, Fort William, Glenfinnan, all the way across Mallaig, ferry, Skye, home, done. Everything you need, beautiful, you just can't beat that in my eyes. So in summary, in short, no, I didn't regret it. Yes, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. No, I definitely wouldn't do it again. And yes and no, I would and wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend it if you've already done Skye and all the rest of it. However, if you haven't, do that first. The NC 500 is just ultimately a road that goes around the most rural, most out of the way places in Scotland, and the roads show that as well. And some of the roads are in fucking terrible condition, because they should be, because they're out in the middle of nowhere and they're not designed to have that number of cars driving around them every day, but they do. And in the summer, I can only imagine how horrific of an experience it would be to do the NC 500 in the summer. It would just be awful.